And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In today's episode, this is a bonus episode, we're going to be looking at a lot of the unlockables you can get within the game upon completing the game, as well as attaining certain points and achievements in the game and whatnot. Now, this is only covering the GameCube stuff. The Prime Trilogy, which we're going to be taking a look at in the next bonus episode, will have an achievement system based in it right now. I'll go over that more in the next bonus episode, but as for the GameCube is concerned, the GameCube version, there's a bunch of stuff you can unlock upon completing the game. The first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and open up my single player file here, is hard mode right here. As you guys can see, I have a hard mode file already, and I've beaten the game already on it. You unlock hard mode upon completing the game one time. So if you've beaten the game on normal difficulty the very first time you play it, you unlock hard mode. Hard mode essentially, from what my experience is, all it is enemies do a mass amount of damage to you, and they take a lot of hits. That's really what it all stems down to. So, like, you have to really be conservative with your ammo. You have to be able to pick up, health regen items and whatnot, and all that other stuff before you even to attack to it. There's a couple times I've died in this playthrough I've done already on hard mode. But yeah, hard mode is, to lack of better, it's a more difficult version of normal mode. Now, in the trilogy version, I think in the trilogy version, this difficulty is called something else. I think it's called Veteran or something like that. But it's not the highest difficulty that this game has to offer. I think it has hyper mode as well in the trilogy version, which I haven't even touched that. So I don't know how to tell you on that. I haven't tried hyper mode on that version, on that game. But yeah, as of right now, hard mode's pretty difficult, and I will tell you guys it's a very difficult playthrough on that. That's the first unlockable you get, is hard mode. Now, the next ones I'm gonna go over are the cinematic endings. We saw both these cinematic endings at the end of the playthrough, and I'm gonna go ahead and show them up on the screen right now. I mentioned that one of them is upon 100% and completing the game. The very first one, the Zero Suit Samus cameo, the one where Samus takes off her power suit and she's in her Zero Suit. You get that cinematic ending whenever you reach 75% completion of items collected. So if you collected at least 75% of the items in the game, you will unlock that cinematic ending. So, the other one is the secret ending at the end of the game, after the credits is rolled and everything else, where Dark Samus, re-energizes herself and reforms herself in Aether's atmosphere, like out in outer space at the very end, to kind of cliffhanger that she's still alive, which is pretty much a tie-in, kind of pretty much a preview that there will be a third game. That pretty much is just a secret teaser trailer. That is unlocked when you get 100% of the items collected in the game. So when you get 100% of all the items collected in the game, you get that little teaser. Kind of like how in Metroid Prime 1, it had a teaser at the end if you got all the items in the game too. So that's that. I wanted to kind of go over these because these are unlockables as well. Now, the other one, which I'm going to go in more about later because I don't have a second controller plugged in, are multiplayer maps here. Multiplayer maps, there's actually a couple things that you can unlock just by doing some certain things in the game, and I'll go in more detail about that in the multiplayer stuff. Mainly, there's two maps that you can only unlock whenever you complete restore the energy to Torva's Temple, and then restore the energy to Sanctuary, and then you'll unlock these two maps. But there's a bunch of other stuff that you can unlock, like soundtracks and whatnot. But I'll go in more detail about that when we go over multiplayer stuff in the next couple videos. Now, the big one here. This is the image gallery. Image gallery, there's a bunch of galleries in the game. And I'm going to go over the details of it. There's 141 pictures in the image gallery. And I'm going to go let you guys take a look at each one of them. And each one's labeled which gallery it is. I'm going to put a brief little thing on the side here that kind of tells you the requirements in order to unlock it. But I'm going to stay quiet so you guys can kind of look at the artwork if you guys so choose. I'm going to also remove the keys so that way that's not in the picture. So, anyways, enjoy the show, guys. And that was it, guys. I know it was a while, but I really hope you guys enjoyed that image gallery. There was a lot of neat pictures there. Especially my favorite one is I really like looking at the rough sketches of like early designed enemies because they look so different than their final design, and I always think it's really cool whenever I look at artwork like that. I always appreciate it when games give that to me whenever as a reward for beating their game and whatnot. They put in the artwork and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Unlockables bonus episode for today. On the next bonus episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, we are going to be looking at a different version of this game. This was a re-release that came out for the Wii shortly after Prime 3 released. It was called the Metroid Prime Trilogy version. And it has motion control for all 3 Prime games. We're going to take a look at Prime 2 for that example. We're going to compare it to how it was for compared to the GameCube version, what's different, and also got a neat little surprise at the end of the episode, a little bonus thing to throw in at the end of the episode. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And then after that episode, we're going to be looking at the multiplayer section of Metroid Prime 2. This is a brand new feature that was only in this game. They never brought it back for any other Metroid game, minus Metroid Prime Hunters for the DS, but that was a totally different thing. But they had multiplayer for Prime 2. We're going to be looking at that, so keep in mind out for that. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus episode, and I will see you guys in the next bonus episode. Take care, everybody.